There we go. Hello. Hi. Yes, Cleo. Sorry, I was speed eating. I gotta check mark all my alerts real quick. Alright. It auto accepted, I think. Okay. There's just a reminder before that. Yeah. But yeah, sorry. I was setting up stuff. I mean, everything was set up. So, oh my god, my mic is peaking. Hold up, is the audio fine? Let me hear my own stream. Okay, let's see if this is okay. We put this a little bit like here. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Just checking. I just put my voice up a little bit, like here. There we go. I think that'll be okay. I don't want to put it all the way maxed up. But yeah, like speedy. Shut the fuck up. No. Oh god. So I had everything planned out, you know, like I had everything, the thumbnails and stuff. I did it last night and put the setup stream. I should have put a 15-minute or like a 30-minute or an hour window, but I was struggling to wake up. I still went to bed late. That's why I put it for 1:30 instead of my usual 12:30 for stuff. But we're good now, so it shouldn't be a issue. Hello, welcome. But yeah, just setting some volume stuff. I have water. That's the big game changer this time. So this will make reading very easy now. But yeah, I wanted to eat something. I made 2 sandwiches and I could only eat one. So I like scarfed it down before coming in. Good day. Hello, Psychotastic. I was just checking the alerts now to make sure I checklisted them, because I did, the only thing I haven't done is a bunch of schedules, and the only reason why is because, I just have to put it to a Final Fantasy stream, because I don't know what I'm gonna do every time, because I don't know how much progress I'm gonna make today. But I'll probably do that, today, when we're done with the stream. But yeah. Hello. I at least did the proper thing of putting my NPC in front of the quest before I logged off yesterday. But yeah, today was it's been alright. I've done all my alerts. I've ate. I've fed my animals. You know, I said hello. Some of them try to eat my food. And then again I have water. Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah. Let me see. Alright. So, I was like trying to think. The biggest dilemma for me right, was trying to think of what the thumbnail's gonna be. Now that I've been going out of my way to make my own thumbnails, right? The hard part is, oh god. There we go. Alright, yeah. The hard part for me has been, what do you call it? The hard part for me has been what to put on my thumbnails, because I have to think about everything and try not to make it boring. Like, I'm not expecting a bunch of people to be like, oh yes, I'm super excited, look at the thumbnail and everything, but I wanted to make it somewhat relevant to what I was doing. I should have just put a mini-me or something, but I just used a screenshot of my character that I had lying around in my screenshot folder. I should probably take more of those. And I just surrounded it with the tavern owners, because that's essentially last stream we talked to the tavern owner of Limsa Laminsa. The next ones, they gave us an option to talk to the one Udal or Redania. So I was like, oh, I'll just put them in there and then put the Moogle. I have a friend who is scared to look at the streams because he is he's still doing the Hildebrand questline. So I'm giving a little bit of a buffer for that by putting off the Hildebrand questline until I'm done with the Moogle Delivery quest. And then we'll do stuff in between if we feel so inclined, you know? But yeah, everything all good. I've been learning some things that I've had to adjust for Final Fantasy for chat. One of them, maybe you should have like a name sensor or something. I don't know. Because I've noticed that some of them have that, similar to like Discord, like a streaming mode. There's, I guess, like a name thing for Final Fantasy to censor that. So I'm wondering if I should do something like that, but I don't think I'm that big that that would be something to worry about, you know? I'm not big at all. That big, yeah, I'm ginormous. I'm a giantess, actually. No. Alright. Let's just switch over, because there's no announcements or anything today. Let me pull over here. Oh. There we go. Up. Okay, we got our sensors and everything. Cool. Biggest streamer online? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you're so funny. Oh, God. I'm gonna actually start utilizing this water, because most of these fucking quests I'm doing are, most if not all of them are not voice acting. So, I'm SOL, and, I'm about to voice fucking everything. Yeah. I was thinking about doing streams where I just did, like, leveling up mining and stuff, but TBH, those are boring. So, that's why I opted not to do those kinds of streams. But yeah, here we are. As you can see, oh shoot, hold up. My headphones were flipped. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so, oh, my controller. Hold up. I keep my controller plugged in, because all I've been doing is playing Final Fantasy. Okay, yeah. to look away from the center of Limsa Laminsa because my frame rate chugs because it tries to process all those fucking characters. But yeah. Last time we learned about, I'll just say for those who missed out on that, can we go to him? No, not this way. I'll just say, it's the guy on the thumbnail, if you see, if it's on Twitter, for those who want to see how he looks like, but that was the, barkeeper here for Limsa. It's like a pirate city, is the best way to put it. And he was like a hardened adventurer who ended up wanting to help other adventurers by kind of being that point stop where they look for jobs and take a break and stuff. And that's why he opened. I hope that's just a plane passing by or something. Give me a second. I hope it's not picked up on stream. Okay, it went away. Yeah. Or like a loud truck or something. It was like a loud rumble. I was like, it doesn't sound overhead. I'd be in the street. But yeah. Long story short, that's what it was. We met a friend of his from his times when he was hardened, and he was like, fuck you, get the fuck out of here, piss for brains. And he's like, oh, look at him. He's like, you know, he's nicer than he was before because he would have just like been like, wouldn't even like let me into the room and would have thrown something at me. He's like softened a bit, essentially. And I thought that was sweet. So, we are gonna do more of this. So this one is the one about Gridania. That is the elf, the Elizin as they call here. Saying it's an elf essentially. And then the other one is Dream On, and that's the Lalafell, and she's the one in Udal. So like, for those curious who haven't played, these are essentially the people you go to for your starting quest, depending on which town you start in, you know? So these quests are kind of like helping you get to know them more, in a way. These like optional quests, as like a little like more world building, as like kind of like the Hildebrand quests and stuff. So I'm gonna do the one that I am used to last. So Gridania's last, because I'm used to Gridania, because that's where I started, and I just recently learned where all the fucking innkeepers are, and like I realized this quest made me realize where the one in Limsa was, and I was like, oh, that's where it was. I didn't know. Oh god. Fucking Moogle voice. Let me drink water. Ugh. I wish my quests on the side didn't out me. Is there a way to make those invisible? Is there a way to show my ongoing quests as invisible so you don't look at what I'm lacking on right now? My god. Okay. Well, look who's back, Kupo. I'll give you 3 guesses as to what I have in my paw, and the first 2 don't count, Kupo. Why, yes, a letter. How did you know? It's addressed to Momodi, the ever-charming proprietress of the quicksand in Udal. Sounds like a pleasant enough assignment, would you say, Kupo? But this is no ordinary letter. Oh no. Why, I've strained my eyes for any sign of the sender's name, but it's nowhere to be found. An anonymous epistle? God damn it, this is gonna test me reading out loud. Sounds like a task for my most capable assistant, Kupo. And we'll just pick up the other one, also. Well, if it isn't my favorite assistant, back as eager as ever. You were just here, I'm sure. As a reward, your zeal and your duties, should provide a positively delightful task, Kupo. I have a letter here addressed to Mother Muni of the Gridania's Caroline canopy. Ah, I could just feel the warm rays of the sun trickling down through the leaves, peeping, hot of piping. Ah. Piping out of hot cup of tea in my paw. Why, I have the mind to deliver the letter myself. But let it not be said that the deputy post Moogle keeps the more pleasing tasks for himself. No, the job is yours, and you keep not such a task, and you need not such much as ask for it. Happy message carrying Chocobo. Alright, there we go. Alright. So yeah, I've just been leveling up stuff. That's been my thing recently. I was missing, so I have like almost like most roles available to me, which is like, you know, in this game that's tank, healing, and DPS. But DPS has like 3 categories, right? Which is melee. Melee, think of like ninja, you know? There's casting, which is using like predominantly like magic. And then there's like physical melee, and that is not physical melee, physical range, like casting. And then there's physical range, which is when you use like a gun, a bow, and then for some reason dancers, because they have like these 2 rings that they throw, you know, so distance, right, with a physical object. And so I don't have range, so recently I've been leveling up machinist. But my friends have been like, you need one friend specifically is like, you need to pick one, you need to pick one class and stick to it. And I struggle because I keep wanting to do different ones. And then the worst part is that this game has fashion. So some fashion looks better. Some fashion is locked behind specific class types. Like I said, the whole DPS thing, and then tank, and then all that stuff. So I'm just like, yeah. But there she is. Momodi, she's so short. She has to wear, yep, she's on a stool. Oh, let's see. The text like keeps going over her, but there she is. She looks so simpler. I was looking at how she looked like back in 1.0, or the characters back when this game did the reset, and these characters were like they were high resolution, but they didn't have as many accessories, which I assume was added probably after the base 2.0. Sorry if I stop for a moment. It's like, okay. Well, if it isn't Battler, good to see an adventurer who checks in with the guild from time to time, even after becoming all famous and the like. What brings you to the quicksand today? Here's a mystery letter. A letter? Next thing I know, you'll be sprouting a pom-pom and end every other utterance with Chocobo. Oh? How curious. It would seem the sender's forgotten to sign the envelope. Oh, my beloved Momodi, my riches could buy all the jewels in the realm, yet none would shine as bright as thee. Say that she'll be mine, and... Ugh. Good gods, no wonder the letter was synonymous. No man in his right mind would claim authorship of such a hackneyed, pretentious loaf of... Momodi, my love, I see that my mellifluous missive finds you looking as beautiful as ever. It's a rando. Oh, it's you. Why do I find myself entirely unsurprised? I've lost count of how many times I've spurned your shameless advances to your face. Must I now do the same in written for you to get the bloody message? Shameless? You wound me, Momodi. My love. Why, my advances are positively shameful, or that's not the right word, is it now? Picture the scene. A mysterious letter. A secret admirer. Is it so outlandish for a man to think that the subtle, romantic approach might stir the flames of passion in his beloved's heart? Says the fool standing before me with the third time this week, still sporting the same ridiculous jacket. Our guest clearly lacks the courtesy to introduce himself, so allow me. This is Thomas so-and-so, son of the spice merchant, some one or other, the richest, most eligible young bachelor in Oldham. Forgive me if I've forgotten some of the details. I've only heard the story some 20-odd times now. This is Battler, the man who's wasted his precious time hauling your rubbish halfway across the realm. I like her. She's like, I'm so sick of your shit. You wasted people's time sending this garbage letter. Oh, is that so? Smashing work, my boy. Remind me of your name again later, and I'll be sure to put you on the guest list for when my lovely and I are wed. Do you see, my love? This adventurer's efforts were not for naught. No, you need only promise your hand to me. Promise that forever my Modi, and mine alone you will be. In person or in ink, my answer's the same. Come back when Thanaland freezes over, so I can reject you again. She's like, even if the world ends, I'm gonna tell you no. That's... Alas and alack, but I should have known. Yes, that hairpin that adorns your lovely locks speaks loud and clear. Admit it, Mabodi. After all these years, you still harbor feelings for him. What? You've some nerve walking into my place of business and spouting such nonsense. Nonsense, my beloved. Is that so? Rumor about that hairpin that was crafted to you by an old flame that has not yet left your shapely head for as long as the day since the calamity. Oh, well, I'm getting some lore for the accessory she has. And that was a noticeable thing. That was a difference. She didn't have any hair accessories on her. If you look, is the music super low? Hold up, that's just me. The ambiance sound is louder than the music right now. If a lost childhood love when the lesser moon fell, oh my god, my voice. If you lost a childhood love when the lesser moon fell, you have my sympathies. But this is a new age, my dear. As time marches on, and we must march on with it. Oh, and I did mention that my family's among the richest in this sultanate. Hells, just how thick is your bloody skull? A man crafted my hairpin, and yes, there was a time when I felt something for him, but such days are long past, and today I needn't compare you to anyone to find you thoroughly repulsive. Besides, I'll have you know that the man who crafted this still lives. What's this? My rival in love still lives? A long last, my task is clear. I must seek out this pretender and prove once and for all that I, Thomas, am the only one worthy of my dear Momodi's hand. Adventure, I would request your aid. Together we will seek out this man, and you will serve as an impartial judge to determine who is a worthy partner for Miss Momodi, he or I. Rest assured that she will be suitably compensated for rendering the proper decision, and with that, let us begin our search at the Goldsmith's Guild. I shall await you there. Poor woman. Oh my god. She's like, dude, I did have a crush on him, okay? And he's fucking alive, but I don't want to be near you. You're fucking awful. So as if I would compare him and I'm deemed cooler, then, you know, that's it. I don't know if she even confessed to this guy. We don't know. Alright. All because a Moogle wanted you to deliver a letter. The Moogle is such a piece of shit. You probably knew. You probably knew it was, gonna be something like this, I bet. Okay, so let's teleport to the Goldsmith Guild. But I like Momodi. She's very straight up. She's like, none of this shit's working. So I'm telling you straight to your face. You're garbage. And I will never love someone like you. Shut the fuck up. But he's as dense as bricks. or less dense and more like, he doesn't listen, so. I am curious about this dude, but I feel bad for her. Alright. He's not gonna start harassing guilds, probably, until he gets his answer. This one knows something of our man. I can see it in his eyes. Well, go on now. Love waits for no man. You're not hooking up with her, dude. I'm gonna make sure of that. Like, not that I need to make sure of that, but if I can, like, deter you away from her for as long as possible, I will. What's this? Momodi's hairpin, you say? What? That was Momorodo's work. Momorodo. Now, there's a name I haven't uttered in some time. Destined for greatness, that one was. Could have been the second coming of Nieli Fresnay. Well, he's been with us for a scant few years when a commission came in from the Sultana herself. Slaved away at the piece day and night till one day when he rose from his workbench and walked away. Some said the pressure of expectations grew too great to bear. Others that his heart was never in his craft to begin with. Still others said that it was a broken heart that drove him away. The guild lost a talented goldsmith and I lost a friend, but a man's life is his to live. Last I heard, Momorodo was passing his days as a fisherman in the Crescent Cove. If he's found happiness, I don't begrudge him and his choice one bit. Alright, so where's Crescent Grove? Okay. Poor guy. And he might not even have a broken heart over that. I don't know. Alright. Come on, Alpha. Oh, there he is. Not a bite. Oh well, tomorrow's another... What brings a mighty adventurer to this lonely fishing hole? This is Momorito, a shabby-looking fellow indeed. But what did I expect from a craven who threw away his chance at fame, love, and glory because he couldn't bear the pressure? How about shut the fuck up? Oh, the ignominy of it all. She turns down my gifts of jewels and gold and yet adorns her fair locks with a trinket cobbled together by a languid Lalafell who stinks of sardines. So Momodi's actually wearing that old thing? You'll get no argument from me. I hardly deserve it, nor did I deserve her. Perhaps I once did. There was a time when I dreamed of being the greatest goldsmith in the realm, even a time when such dreams seemed within reach. The young Momorodo may have been worthy of Momodi's hand, but the dreamer is no more, and you'll not see me mourn his passing. Not all dreams were meant to be followed, and not all of us were destined for greatness. Put a fishing pole in his hand and a creaky pier under his bottom, and old Morito's a happy man. No. Can you believe this? My travels have taken me to the far corners of the realm, and never have I seen a man so lacking in ambition, enthusiasm, or even vaguely redeeming qualities. I would ask you to judge which of us is more worthy, but I think I can safely say that I am a victor by default. To the quicksand adventurer, my future bride awaits. Yeah, please. I'm sorry about that, bud. So that's what this all shun was about. The young man's taken a fancy to Momodi, has he? I'll say this much. He's got good taste. Doesn't seem like all that bad a felt. He's pretty bad. A bit oversure of his own abilities, perhaps, but no more so than someone I used to know. When I gave that hairpin to Momodi years ago, she refused to wear it, said it meant too much to her to risk losing. As to why her heart may have changed, who can say? But it is not for love, 'tis I know. Those days are buried in sands of time. Whether that will avail your lovelorn friend is another matter entirely. Okay. That's interesting. Apologies, I have woken up. So, if you're curious, this is the crafting city, where all the crafting and, what do you call it? A lot of the crafting, jobs, there we go. Crafting jobs are here. You know, like armor, alchemist, and all that stuff is, in this area, which is why you're here, like a lot of things and stuff, because that's people crafting, like in random areas in the city. Alright, what are you gonna say, Thomas? I have returned, my love, and this time I shall not move an ilm from this spot until I receive the answer I came for. The answer that I deserve. Brother. Just between you and me, Battler, I was hoping you'd manage to lose him somewhere on the way. Buddy, you ran ahead of me. I've done my part. I sought out this Momorito and heard his tale, and the tale of a coward who has not deserved you since the day he fled this city, forsaking your love and his future in the process. Don't look at me, I don't know. What the fuck? A worthy suitor stands before you, a man who promises to do everything in his power to bring you happiness, and who has the courage to put such words into action. I implore you, my beloved, undo that hairpin, free your heart from that has been, and give on to me your hand. Listen well, because I'll repeat myself no more. I have no feelings for Momorito, and sure as hell, none for you. This hairpin is a symbol of all those who dare to dream, a symbol and a warning. Oh, her hair accessory is cute. Like, that's what I mean. Like, she has, like, some stuff on her, like, buns. That's right there. I don't know. I think it's cute. Momorito and I were old friends. He used to come by the shop where I worked and regale me with tales of all he hoped to achieve. He burned with passion in those days, like yourself, with less style and more substance. As a white-eyed girl, I was drawn to dreamers. I urged him on every opportunity. When I heard he was making something for the Sultana, I near screamed, "This is your chance, Momorito! Craft the masterpiece I know you have in you. You'll go down in history. You won't live and die a nobody." I told him over and over until he came no more. I went to the Goldsmiths Guild only to hear he resigned his position. 'Twas then I saw the error of my ways. All the time I thought I was encouraging my friend, I was only piling to a burden he never wanted to bear. And so you wear the pin out of pity for the man? No, not pity. At first I felt so ashamed I didn't think myself worthy of wearing it. Then the lesser moon came tumbling down and everything changed. At first we thought we'd lose everything. Then slowly but surely, we began to pick up the pieces and dream again. Seeing the proud faces of those who would rise to the call and rebuild our realm, it rekindled passions in my heart. I hadn't felt in years. It was then that I finally discovered a dream of my own. No. God damn it. To stand with those who would fight for their dreams and give them strength in any way I could. This is why I stand here today. And yet, I must never repeat the mistake of my past. Adventurer, artisan, or angler, one's true dreams, one true strength, must come from within. This is what I learned from Momorodo, and this is why I treasure his memento to this very day. Oh, my beloved, could there be in this world a more sensitive soul? The 12 should be the 13. For you, my dearest, are a goddess of dreams and oh my god, get the fuck out of here. Hitherto, I knew you are only physical beauty, but I've seen the true beauty of your heart and soul. I am lost without you, my beloved. Make my dream come true and promise to stay by my side forevermore. Have you not been listening to a single word I said? I've devoted my life to supporting adventurers' dreams. Men like Battler here who are too busy fighting for our realm to waste my bloody time. But my beloved, our love, too, may yet save Eorzea from the shadows. Oh, well now, those are the first interesting words I've heard come out of your mouth. Prove to me that they're more than just words, and maybe, just maybe, I'll reconsider. Does that mean I have a chance? Oh, merciful indeed is the goddess Momodi. I will not fail you, my love. Today, I take my leave, and when next return, you will know the true breadth of the scale of my dreams. And you, my good man, you've opened my eyes today, and for this you shall be rewarded. You have my word. You will be in the front row for the festivities when my goddess and I are wed. Ugh. 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 God, gross. Finally, some peace and quiet. I doubt he'll be showing his face here anytime soon, but who knows? He'd not be the first man I've seen change. Any road, thank you, Battler. No matter how far we come, we can't forget the past, and thanks to you, I've been able to do much needed reflection. It's like a pie. Nice. That was cute. I like that. Alright, let's go to Gridania. Drink water. Oh dear is right. Dude needs to fucking chill. My throat. I need a... That reminds me, fashion accessories. Enable auto umbrella. Yeah, so every time it rains, my character will now pull out an umbrella, which is cool. Let me show you guys. Oh. This umbrella is special because you dance. Alright. She's over there. Yeah, I just learned this on Twitter. Apparently, if you have an umbrella as a fashion accessory, you could put auto umbrella, and so every time it rains in game, you'll automatically pull out the umbrella, which I think is cool. Ooh, I got the same umbrella not too long ago. Yeah, that's from PvP, I believe. I'm trying to see, I should probably look up to see where to find more, because I've seen some pretty cute umbrellas. Alright. There she is. The main thing for her is that accessory around her neck. No idea what that is. Maybe we'll learn about it, maybe we won't. Who knows? Welcome home, friend. You made quite a name for yourself, haven't you? At times, I'd swear that even the trees themselves are abuzz with tales of your exploits. A letter? Let me see. Oh, why, it would seem there'll be an even greater demand for eel pies in the coming days. And once again, the oven calls. Not that you'll find me complaining. After all, some go their entire lives without knowing how it feels to have one of their creations beloved by Eorzeans the realm over. Which, come to think of it, reminds me of a story. How did it go again? Ah yes, many years ago, when I was no smaller than the counter before us, a Lalafelian artisan and his daughter came here to the Twelves Wood. Of the circumstances which brought them here, I know little, for the father was a man of few words. What I do know is that they had left behind their home, traveling far and wide across the realm before settling on Gridania as their new home. The elementals care little about borders drawn by men. All who treat the forest with compassion are welcome within. Sadly, people in those times were not quite so understanding. The poor man and daughter endured name-calling, spiteful pranks, and worse. My grandfather took pity on them, offering them shelter in this building. In those days, I was little more than a glorified storage cabin, far from the bustling center of activity it is today. My grandfather minded the watermill, you see, as his father before him, a respected position that afforded our family a certain status among our peers. Though not all approved of my grandfather befriending outsiders, none dare give voice to their objections. With time, Gridanians came to understand that whensoever they hailed, the man and his young daughter were honest, peaceable folk, no different from many of us. With the blessing of their newfound countrymen, the love the two harbored for their new home deepened. When talk arose of erecting a new water wheel, the father, originally a shipwright by trade, was among the first to offer services. My grandfather soon joined him, though not without hardships along the way. The wheel eventually rose, standing even today as one of Gridania's greatest architectural achievements, and the keystone to our very livelihood. If you are not in too much of a hurry, I would like to very much show it to you. But before we depart, I would ask of you a small errand. Would you be so kind as to pick 4 Caroline blossoms from about town and bring them to me? I would accompany you, but alas, the kitchen calls. Okay. There's a couple places we have here. And that is 1. Let's see. Oh, that's a cute one. That cat umbrella. Alright, hold up. Oh. That? Oh. Okay, we're supposed to go to Old Gridania. Alright, I'll, drink water when we stop right in front of it. Oh my god. It's so weird seeing all this and thinking how big the scope of the game kind of gets, you know? I figured that would I figured that would be the water wheel, but is that not? No, it's over there. Okay. Because there's one right there. But it makes sense they have a couple. Oh, there's like two. Oh, no, we're picking stuff. Okay, that's why. Multiple water wheels. Okay, it's up there. But I've just been leveling, you know. I took a break yesterday mostly, like I did some leveling, but mainly, but mainly it was, I was just watching a show. I haven't watched anime in a while, so I was watching a show a friend recommended. And, it took up, like, most of my day. It's pretty interesting. Don't know how it's gonna turn out. But it is a pretty interesting show. And then Pivot wanted to eventually watch, where do we go? We go back. We're gonna run back. Alright. Pivot wanted to watch a show that I haven't watched in a bit, which was, it's called Monster. I don't know why I'm forgetting the author's name, because I've read and watched Pluto, which is another work, that's his most recent work that's been adapted. And he's really good. At writing, and he has a very old-fashioned sort of art style. And I thought it was pretty good, but I don't usually recommend it, not from... Well, I recommend Pluto, but I don't usually recommend his work because it's not very, like... The best way to say it is that it's like... There isn't really high schoolers in it, and it's not a typical anime in that sense. It's very, like, almost like American... cartoon-esque is to say, but it's not like a superhero comic, if that makes sense. Like, it wouldn't be shocking if the show was adapted to live action, let's just say, is probably, other than maybe Pluto, because it's inspired by Astro Boy, so it has elements from Astro Boy. Okay, let me drink water. Oh, God. Alright. Oh, welcome back. Were you able to procure the Caroline blossoms I asked of you? Here you go, ma'am. Oh, how lovely. Though hardly a rare sight in Gridania, these flowers never fail to bring a smile to my face. The water wheel I would show you is best seen from the Jadeite flood. Go on ahead. I shall be along after I see my duties here. And we're back out. I'm trying to think about water wheel, because I've been around here, but I don't know. We've passed a couple. It's here. Oh, it's in like Central Shroud. Let's just go there. Oh, I'm confused about. God. I gotta get some proper sleep. But old habits die hard. Maybe I'll just do late night. Late night Final Fantasy leveling or something and just like an archive it or something. Because I don't think those are worth archiving necessarily. Battler, I hope I've not kept you waiting over long. Come now, let us look upon the water wheel of my tale. Behold the pride of our nation. Vigaga's gift. Maybe we should go under a canopy or something. We're getting wet. Is she not magnificent? Countless times I've come here, yet each time I stand in awe at her sheer size and beauty, knowing that it was born of a special bond between my grandfather and a Lalafelian builder elevates it to a special place in my heart. Would they have lived to see it complete? I love that this is like that died in the soaking rain, no umbrellas, no cover, and we're gonna look at that water wheel together. Do you know, imagine I'm looking at my character is looking there, and he's just literally the definition of a wet cat. You know, like, just put a picture of a soaked cat with, like, stupid anime hair, and that's what's happening right now. Like, yes, man, that's a nice water wheel. I just want to go back inside. Like, the longer I keep it on the scene while it's raining, the funnier this gets to think about. Oh my god. I spoke of hardships, yes. Not days after he finished drawing up his draft for the new mill, the poor Lullafell, hale and hearty for his age until then, suddenly took ill. What started as a cough soon grew dire, and within a fortnight he had passed. Without its chief builder, the ambitious project came grinding to a halt. At first, there seemed no recourse but to abandon the construction entirely. Then the daughter stepped forth, vowing that she would see her father's dream to fruition. Though none could deny her pedigree, the girl had never lifted a hammer in her entire life. Not letting this, nor the doubting words of others, deter her, she promptly enrolled into the Carpenters' Guild, vowing to follow her father's footsteps. People laughed. Who was this shy little girl with yellow blossoms in her hair? But within a year's time, all could see the girl was a prodigy with a hammer. In 5 years, she had mastered skills that would take an ordinary carpenter a lifetime. In 10, her father's dream had become a reality. The shy girl with flowers in her hair had blossomed into a strong, proud woman, and one of the greatest builders in our realm has ever known. Such is the tale of Vigaga. To think that the wonders she might still have wrought. Alas, not long after completing her gift to us, she succumbed to the same foul plague that took her father. Though she is with us no more, she remains an inspiration for the women of Gridania, myself first among them. It is here, in view of the father and daughter's greatest accomplishment, that I buried their ashes and built a small monument to their memory. Once again, I thank you, Battler. The flowers you picked surely brought a smile to Vigaga's face today. Now, shall we return? Yes, to the place that I named it, her memory. Oh. So this is the view from the back of the tavern, because we're over there. Alright. was cute. I liked it. I just think that the timing of it being raining just made it kind of funny. Just being like, yes, ma'am. I'm cold. That's a beautiful story. Like, just holding it all in, like, Like, I would, like, if I could edit it, I would love to just put, like, her talking, like, very somber and sad, and my character is just there, like an orange cat, just soaked wet, and he's just kind of nodding while it's soaking wet, because it's like we could have had this conversation under an umbrella or something, but that wasn't considered for this cutscene. I'm not crying, I got rain in my eyes. Both true. Yeah. I'm not crying. It's just raining. Thank you for accompanying me today. I had hoped to share the tale of Figaga with you for quite some time now, having come here as you did from a faraway land. In transforming my grandfather's old storage cabinet into the Caroline canopy you see today, I sought to carry on the spirit she showed to his Lullifelian friends. The spirit of welcoming and acceptance for all to seek shelter here, regardless of their origins. And it was in the same spirit I came to devote my life to looking after those who would seek adventure. And what a fateful decision that turned out to be, yes? So it was that I came to stand behind this counter, so that it was that I met you. So it was that I received the joyous tidings that you brought to me today. Or you see, the letter you delivered was an announcement from the Adventurers Guild. It would appear that I can look forward to a sizable group of new recruits in the days to come, and nothing could make me happier. I wanted to share this news with Figaga and with you. For all, 'tis no small part thanks to your exploits that so many brave young men and women would step forward to bring succor to our realm. Truly, you are a gleaming example to all. May your star shine forever bright upon us, battler. Aw. That's so sweet. Alright, let's go to Limsa. No, we had too good of a time. We gotta go meet the Moogle, so he could be like, oh yeah, I took all the credit for that. Sorry, I was petting my cat. He is over there. What is this? Oh, that's, my astrologian. My astrologian quest. Might as well look at those cutscenes at some point. Ooh. Okay. Alright, I don't know these people. I knew kind of who the others were because I was noticing a pattern. But these, I don't know. Who is meowing? Do you guys have the same thing, like those who play Final Fantasy, where you log in and you have like 3 people screeching the word meow in the chat? It's like, calm down. Alright. How far have you come as a carrier? And in such a short time. I knew that my pedagogical skills bordered upon genius, but I dare say have I done myself. This time, Kupo, I will reward myself with a well-deserved respite, and you with your most demanding assignment to date. I have in my paws a parcel from the Thaumaturge Guild in Uldal, to be delivered to Brya of the Conjurers Guild in Gordania, and I quoted with all speed. urgent correspondence between the realm's most buzzing practitioners of the magic. It would only be the slightest of exaggerations to say that the fate of Eorzea may very well be riding on this delivery. Distill Gale Fane with you, Chocobo. So this might start being the teachers from the Realm Reborn. I don't know all of them. I only have a couple I remember. The other day I kept hearing a Lullafell shout and I was having a hard time looking for the song. Makes sense. My hard-working assistant returns. You were still here. Yes, so hard have you been working that I dare say you earned yourself a vacation, Chocobo. I'm not going to give you one. Of course, I do have a reputation to maintain, but I will give you the next best thing. A letter addressed to Master Gegeruju at Costa del Sol. Soak up the rays of the sun, bask in the balmy ocean breeze, and sneak a furtive glance at the lovely dancers. Wink. I didn't wink properly. At this, the last one could be our little secret, and you'll soon forget that you're working, Chocobo. Ah, my trusted assistant, you're still here, Chocobo. Very well, I have a package here straight from Little Solace, addressed to her. A long one. Moogle Intelligence has confirmed this is a Sylphic epithet for one Hunbrecht Longhaft, a brass blade captain of considerable repute who leads a defense of Highbridge. Hunbrecht is known to be one of the most charismatic leaders in the realm, never seen outside of the company of one or more of his men, rather I should say, women. His followers are uniformly female and fiercely loyal to their captain. I was in Highbridge a short while ago, but the captain was unfortunately off duty. It would appear he has business at the Weavers Guild, and had taken two of his most loyal subordinates along with him to Udal. Many happy deliveries, Chocobo. Alright. So we will do this one first. Huh, is there really nothing? We'll take the one that's closer then. Okay, let's go to Costa del Sol. We're more beachside, so we'll just get there. God. You know what? We are in the spirit of a Realm Reborn, so let's just wear this. Let me, probably take off the mask. Fix my portrait. There we go. Alright, I'll just pick, I'm just changing to something that's more, this, level range of what these quests are. I still feel very in character. Of course, okay. Hold up. Let me check my messages. It just got a message. Okay. I'm just checking. Keep it there. Alright. Oh, I tire of the same idyllic sights, night after night after night. How long must I wait to see my new beauties take the stage? Here's your letter, sir. Oh, here's your letter. Titan's Bane, a messenger boy? Is the adventuring life so unprofitable these days? I would always use another strapping lad to swab the decks. You must be a touch overqualified, but the pay is generous and the location cannot be topped. But I digress. The letter you have brought me is a reply from none other than the esteemed Master Guelanox, whom I have enlisted to train my next generation of artistes. A great honor I bestow upon him, yes? Master Gegeruju, while you present a compelling offer, I would rather live out my days in the navel than spend even a moment instructing empty-headed, ample-bosomed strumpets with as much passion and aptitude for dance as a pack of three-legged shoes. It seems the poor, misguided fellow values the integrity of his art above coin. But what's this? The letter continues. That said, I know of another whose peculiar school of dance, though somewhat experimental, may suit your purpose as well. What splendid news! The letter neglects to mention his name, but I say that he makes his name by Iron Lake in Outer Lanosia. Might you be a good messenger boy and deliver this contract to him? I will have my girls begin the training straight away. Where are we? Alright, let's go. Do I need to mend anything? Let me check. There we go. Okay. That's funny. Why do smoothskins shun my dance? My dance is dance of vigor and virility. Here you go. Here's a contract. Paper for Mamulja? Mamulja does not want paper. Mamulja wants freedom. Freedom to dance. Why does no one understand? Smoothskin wants me to dance? Is some kind of trick to take my coin? No trick. Smoothskin pays coin. Coin for Mamulja. Coin to dance Mamulja dance. Do I dream? Do smoothskins finally understand? Gonna lower the music a little bit. Rocking out action music when I'm trying to give a contract. Too long has Mamulja custom been mocked. Too long have Mamulja hips been fettered. Oh my god. But no more! Smoothskin show kindness to Bugalja. Bugalja repays kindness. Share proud Mamulja tradition with all. Traditional Mamulja bathing dance will be shunned no more. Today, Costa del Sol. Tomorrow, the realm. But dance cannot be danced with body soiled. This is Mamulja custom, and custom must not be broken. Bugalja would cleanse body in Bronze Lake, where the water is warm and sights are stimulating. But smoothskins there have small hearts and narrow minds. Bugalja will go west to Little House, where Bugalja can bathe in peace. Oh my god, he's all the way up there. Alright. Alright, Alpha, let's go. Gonna zoom out a bit. Let me put up the music a bit. The sound a bit. I just did that because the action music was overpowering my ability to hear this lovely man's, think while he is here. Okay. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. You are not like other smoothskins. Smoothskins who shun Mamulja. Bugalja is pleased. Bugalja likes little house. Water is warm, and Smoothskin leaves Bugalja to himself. But enough talk. Soiled bodies need cleansing. But Mamulja must not wash own body. This, too, is Mamulja way. Smoothskin, take water. Pour over Bugalja's body. 1, 2, 3 times. Body cleanse, muscle loose. Bugalja will be ready to dance. Really? I'm not paid enough for this. That guy is not giving me enough money for what this is worth, unless he's giving me like 500k. This is ridiculous. Here you go, buddy. Ah, warm water flows over me. Sweat and grime washes away. Ah, muscle loosen, joints limber, and uncontrollable urge wells from within. Here you go, buddy. Grah! I can contain it no longer. Bugalja must move, Bugalja must dance. Smoothskin performs cleansing ritual as good as any Mamulja. Bugalja has never felt so alive. Let us visit Master Gegeruju. I will dance my dance as never before. I have a feeling that they're not gonna like this, but yeah. Oh, there you are. I must say, our new dancing master made quite a first impression. I've already taken the liberty of introducing him to the girls. Gosa del Sol shall be at the forefront of an artistic revolution. I can see the tourists flocking in, hearing the clinking of their ample coin purses. At any rate, the lesson should be getting started any moment now. For all you've done, you're more than welcome to look on. Okay. I hope they're doing like the Thriller or something. Okay. I have to know what he's telling them. Hold up. You and Master Gegeruju are friend to Mamulja. Thanks to you, days of scorn and hurt are over. Bugalja has waited so long for this day. Today, Smoothskin shall know traditional Mamulja bathing dance in all its glory. I don't like the way he's looking at me. Oh well, at least Master Gegeruju pays well. That is our new dancing master? Is this some kind of joke? Nope. Go on. I'm curious. Master Gigaruju, other smooth-skinned shun Mamulja tradition, but you welcome us with arms open. Bugalja will not forget this kindness. Bugalja will be greatest dancing master Kosadasel ever knew. Traditional Mamulja bathing dance is a dance of pleasure, dance of life-giving. Every lift of a leg, every sway of hips is sacred. When you dance Mamulja bathing dance, you must summon vitality from the very depths of your soul. Did you hear that, girls? I'm paying you good coin for this. Don't be shy up there. Gigaruju, we've been waiting our whole lives for this chance. We won't let you down. Prepare yourselves. We begin. Oh, ja, hoo ja, Mamulja have hips. Hips must sway. Hoo ja, hoo ja, Mamulja have hips. Hips must thrust. Hoo ja, Mamulja is a man like all men. Hoo ja, you are a woman like all women. Brilliant, utterly brilliant. Oh, this is a dance that delights even the most mature and discerning of. Now, where did everyone run off to? And you? Are you feeling quite all right? I do not understand. Master Gigaruju, Bugalja only danced as Master asked me to dance. Pay no mind to the reactions of my servants. I suspect they were simply overwhelmed by the sheer wonder of the spectacle laid before them. 'Tis sadly a common plight with artists who are ahead of their time. That said, it's perhaps for the best that we, part ways. At least for the time being. Rest assured that you will be receiving full compensation for your services, as will you, Titan's Bane. You alright, buddy? I'm fine, thank you. I cannot quite recall what I witnessed before losing my senses, but perhaps that is for the better. What did he mean by that dance? Ah, you return. Have you any idea what all the shrieking and retching was about? I, for one, found Bagulja's gyrations positively captivating. I was eagerly anticipating the sight of my fair maidens performing this treasure of Mamulja tradition, but alas, once again, the common folk prove incapable of appreciating my heightened aesthetic sensibilities. And yet, while I am a lover of the fine arts, I am an even greater lover of coin. The highest form of art in the world means nothing to me without an audience, a well-paying audience. As such, I've made the most heart-rendering decision to annul Master Bugalja's contract, effective immediately. In return, I compensated him with a healthy sum of a one-day pass to the springs at Bronze Lake. I don't foresee this being a problem, do you? That said, the sheer unbridled passion that Mamulja possessed for an act of bathing is truly a sight to behold. Were only this passion shared by the average Eorzean, oh, what fortunes could be had. What does that mean? What the fuck? Level up. Let's see. Let's go to Gradonia. Ah. Okay, so it's near the Conjurer's Guild. Oh, wrong person. This one. Temtara, Deepcroft, Hawkgate Manor, and now this? Vengeful spirits clutch and claw at our forest home, at our very souls. Is there naught we can do to free ourselves from their grip? Thank the gods, I feared it would not arrive in time. This is a comprehensive summary of Voidsend sightings collected from across the realm, along with the latest theories on how to deal with potential cases of possession. A young man recently approached me, you see, fearing that he had fallen under the influence of a baleful force not of this world. As the poor soul told me, he oft awakens in the dark of night, in parts unknown, with bruises all over his body and no memory of how he arrived there. The mere thought sends shiver up my spine. Does it not? It goes without saying that the man was quite distraught. I promised that I would gather what knowledge I could, and see what I might do to free him of his demons. Thanks to your timely delivery, I'm able to at last be armed with the information I need. But there is another rub. My subject has vanished. I'm gonna have to blow my nose, probably. Ugh, allergies. Even as we speak, dark spirits may have seized control of him once more, and yet I must dive into the tome immediately to have any hope of saving him. If you could track down the man, I would be very much in your debt. His sister, Adok, can be found at the quarry mill and may have some knowledge as well to his whereabouts. So we will... Wait, I'm just gonna teleport to the quarry mill and then I'll be right back to blow my nose. Hold up. Just checking. Nothing. Apologies. Messages. I have a horrible habit of, getting messages and not responding. So that's why I go out of my way to answer at the moment, lest I forget. But yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it here for a moment, because I gotta blow my nose. Oh. You may hear the funny sounds. I'll just leave that there for a second. Shoot. So I'll be right back. Hello. There we go. Whew. Sorry about that. Hold up. Alright. Brea's searching for Spenny, you say? How odd. He left here bells ago, saying he would make straight for the Fane. No, this does not bode well. Perhaps he was summoned to work on the way? He makes his living at the Muntoy cellars, after all, and Master Ermont can be quite the taskmaster. You might do well to ask around there. Sorry, I had to scare my cats away from one of the windows. Doubtless you've already heard, but Spenny hasn't quite been himself lately. I do not want to believe that he would hurt anyone, but I urge you to be wary. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see. It is just north of us. Okay. Adoc's brother? Ah, you mean Spen. I've been on watch here since sundown. I fear I've seen neither hide or hair of him. When he first started here, he was so devoted to his work that he arrived in the cellar's bells before his shift began. I could not help but fear that something is amiss. Looking for Spen, you say? Afraid I can't help you there. Hasn't come around here yet today. Possessed? Huh! I'll believe it when I see it. Like, as not his disappearance has more to do with the 30 casks of Muntoy beans we need to hauled up from the cellars today. Spen's gone missing again? The lad's worked hard for us, but I can't deny his attendance has been somewhat erratic. I fear that if he does not get his act together, and soon, I may have no choice but to let him go. That said, his shift began only minutes ago. I will give him the benefit of the doubt and trust that he's making his way here as we speak. Interesting. Ugh, where am I? What are you wearing? Spen? What? Yes, that's my name. Beg your pardon, my lord, but have we met somewhere? Dear me, I've done it again, haven't I? My sister, my colleagues, Brea, and even you, who I have only just met. I owe all of you the most profound apologies. As Brea doubtless told you. Right. As Brea doubtless told you, it seems that I have fallen prey to forces most sinister. They strike without warning in the black of night, seizing my limbs, inhabiting my mind, rendering me naught but a puppet to carry out their dark designs. Come morning I awaken, bruised and beaten, with no memories of the horrors I have committed. O guardians of the forest, pray take mercy on my soul. If you're looking for mercy, you're begging up the wrong tree, you shit-arse, two-faced, swill-sodden lump of gobadoo dung. Oh, that's a guy. Pay no heed to this man's sob stories. The only sinister force that's got him in clutches is old Buscarian's mead. 1,396 gil. That's it. I sound so mean, but in the grand scheme of things, of like, things we have to pay for, you know, that's nothing, you know. That'll cover food, drink, and healing fees for the poor sod whose arm you near twisted off. Master, Buscarin, surely this must be some misunderstanding. Why, certainly I patronize your fine establishment on occasion, but only for a single drink. I suppose that's true. I've not known the quiet, thoughtful Spen order more than a single flagon o' mead. But by the time that flagon is drained, Spen is no more. In its place is the roaring, mead-swilling, punching, kicking, belching, screaming madman, whose name strikes fear into the hearts of every man and woman who's ever wanted to enjoy a drink in this goddamn peace. The scourge of the Druthers, if not the whole bloody realm. May I speak of you, Spencer O' Bottomless Cup. This cannot be. I'm no scourge. I'm responsible drunkard. I know when to say when. Hey, I was about to ask, why is his face like super blotchy red? And it's because he's a drunk. I do not know what madness took me, Master Buscarin, but I can assure you that it was an isolated occurrence. Please accept my payment, 1,396 gil in full, along with my profuse apologies for the trouble I have caused. As for the unfortunate fellow who I may have unwillingly injured, please assure him that I will return to the Druthers this evening to make amends in person. And with that, I must be off to the cellars. I'm already late for my shift, and Master Ermont will be rightly furious if I tarry any longer. Farewell, my good sirs. Ah yes, the Conjurer's Guild. Do tell Brea that I shall, endeavor to exercise my own demons. Should the dark forces prove too formidable, I shall call upon her again. He's just a drunk. I wouldn't get your hopes up. If I had a gil for every time I heard a Spen spout that nonsense, I'd be a rich man. And last I heard, there ain't no incantation what can cure a man's love for liquor. What a waste of time. I mean, not that it's really that bad for the Conjurer's Guild, but you know. Wait, what am I doing? Gotta teleport. Spencer of the Bottomless Cup, and here I thought the name only wives' tale dreamed up to steer young children away from the bottle. I must confess I am somewhat relieved to discover that the spirits that plague the man were of a more worldly sort, though that is a small solace to the poor souls who must suffer his mead-induced wrath. Sadly, I fear that subduing drunkards is out of my field of research. Should you find a poor man in the throes of madness, pray do what you can to restore him to sanity. I'll take the steak. Ba-ba-da-ba. Alright. Wonder what the next set of quests we're gonna get. That is near the Weaver's Guild. Oh, that reminds me. Let me check my mail real quick. Well, not actual mail, but, whatchamacallit, I had ordered the art book, the second art book for Shadowbringers, and it has yet to get here. It got delayed by like... It got delayed by like over a week. Now. Which sucks because it was a good deal for the art book. I would be upset, but I can't really be upset about, the delivery. I got it for such a good price that I'm willing to wait a little bit longer. Let's see. What am I doing? I gotta go to the Weavers Guild. Alright. I'm curious what else I can do for this, and like I'm thinking. Like, not what else I can do, because I don't mind doing the Moogle quest right now, but it's like, I was told that it wouldn't be too bad to do a stream for Dawn Trail. Of course, I'll give a warning that it's gonna be Dawn Trail MSQ, you know, the main story scenario. Which, it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad to watch, because luckily the big story in the game arc is done. I'm not saying you can just jump into Dawn Trail. I feel like you miss out on a lot for that, but it shouldn't be too bad, you know? I think. I'm guessing. I don't know. But I'm delaying that as much as possible because I want to enjoy the story. Alright. How many times must I tell you? Garments such as these might be fit for an ordinary man, but Unbirch Longhaft is no ordinary man. Hells, what is keeping my package? My silk, at last. And now this is more like it. Feel for yourself, so soft and pliant. A fabric truly breathes. This is of self-make, you see. A merchant I met in Highbridge, saying its praises, I simply had to experience it for myself. Okay. Your puzzled expression does not escape me, but Longhaft, you protest. Many a tale have I heard of your blade and the consummate skill which you wield it. What use could a virile swordsman such as yourself have with such delicate, even feminine fabric? An astute question, which I have answered with a question of my own. You strike me as one who knows of your way around the battlefield. Yes, suppose you are a commander of a formidable unit, one akin to a great machine. Now suppose the same unit was somehow constrained, forced to do battle in cramped corridors. Would your unit be able to realize its full potential in such unfavorable conditions? Verily not. Only when given room to breathe would the puissant unit swell and expand over the field, and then upon reaching the full extent of its power, thrust forth and penetrate your opponent's defenses. Do you grasp my meaning? And so I would commission a garment to be made from this silk, and yet my unit is not merely my own. No, the skilled hands under my command see to it that my machine remains well oiled. 2 of these hands accompany me here to Old Doll, but it would seem they have eluded my grasp, or should I have eluded theirs? Ha ha! Might you be a good lad and find them for me? Alright. Oh god, they really, spread out. Okay. One is... where is that at? That is the Goldsmith Guild. Okay. And the other one's in the husting strips. The first earring I saw would look lovely on my captain, but so would that other one. Why does shopping to be so goddamn difficult? Ugh! You do well not to scare me like that. I'm a brass blade in service to Captain Hunbergt, better known as Hunbergt Longhaft. No doubt you've heard of the tales. None can deny the captain cuts a dashing figure, but I would give him a gift to further bring out his beauty. What say you, adventurer? Do any of these fine ornaments catch your eye? The ring. Why, I thought the same myself. Some find sapphires cold, but they do not understand that beneath its cool exterior sleeps a wellspring of passion, as deep as the ocean, a passion tempered by maturity and reason. Not coincidentally, is it also the color of my own eyes, which captains often admire during late nights of manning the control room at Highbridge, as I stroke the lever and admire its workmanship. There are those in the brass blades who do not understand the captain. Those who say his exploits on the battlefield do not warrant the sizable reputation that he has amassed. I know not which battlefield they speak of, but as someone who has witnessed his swordplay firsthand, I can assure you that the reality far exceeds even the tallest of tales. And I think it's all innuendos right now. Speak of the captain, where did you run off to? I must deliver my gift before Elamoy does, lest she be the one invited to work the lever tonight. Oh my god. Bruh, really? Damn girls. Metaphorical lever. So many potions of myriad powers and potencies. Surely one must serve to further harden the captain's result. Okay. Ah! Don't frighten me like that. I was just shopping for a suitable present for my captain. You have heard the tales of Longhaft, I presume. That I was thinking about it. I was like, is the message, right? I was like, is it a joke? You know? And he has like these two women in the picture and stuff. And now we're here. And I'm like, this entire thing is like goofs and gaffs right now. Then you know that he is naturally endowed with both size and stamina. Still, I would see how alchemical innovation might enhance his already prodigious talents. Do any of these fowls intrigue you, adventurer? Here you go, the red one. Ah, the one stood out to me as well. Red is, after all, the color of passion, and few men are more passionate than my captain. It stands to reason that red is his favorite hue. I might humbly note that it is also the color of my eyes. He has often praised their beauty during our nights together. Okay, is that true? Let's zoom in. They are. I just guessed it. I was like, I said sapphire for the other one. Might as well make the other one different, right? I might humbly note that it's also the color of my eyes. He has often praised their beauty during the nights together in the control room at Highbridge, where he often summons me to lubricate the lever. He says my supple fingers are most suited to the task. Ugh. In the past, the captain shunned alchemy in all its forms, claiming he had no need for unnatural enhancements. Recently, I remarked that his blade, already renowned across the Eorzea, might reach legendary stature with the right help, and he seems suitably aroused by the idea. Oh, but I simply must be getting back. I must imagine... Just imagining the captain alone with her is enough to send shivers up my tail. Oh, brother. Oh. Alright. Well, there they are. They're exchanging heated words. The mere suggestion that our captain partake in alchemical enhancements is an insult, not merely to him, but to the gods that endowed him with such natural talent. Aha, says the one who would see him adorn his body with gaudy trinkets. Do you even understand the true measure of a man? Ungrateful wench! You're not worthy to polish the captain's blade! Then he'll be like, ladies, there's enough of me to go round. My blade is big enough, or whatever. Did I really just get it? Like, they're twins. Hold up. She is red, and hers is blue. I think they said sapphire and ruby, and I just was not fucking paying attention. What does this guy look like? I don't see it. Like, I guess he's got a jaw and stuff, but like, what do you think, Alpha? Alpha doesn't see it. Alpha doesn't see it either. I don't know what's up. Captain, you always praise the way I calibrate your lever. You call me an engineer. Captain, you said that no machinist in the realm could keep your parts oiled as I do. Cease the senseless bickering, the both of you. You each have served me long and served me hard. Surely you realize by now that there is more than enough of a man to go around, I figured. While I welcome your sentiment, I have no need for shiny baubles or motley brews. The gods have seen fit to endow me well. I would fight my battles on my own merits. Besides, there are more important matters at hand. Before you two came in, I had just been informed that my garments were ready. Prepare yourselves. What do you say? So dashing, so handsome, so form-fitting. I feel the flames of passion welling from within. Do promise you'll wear that next time you summon me to the control room, yes? For you, my love, anything. But we've only just begun. What do you say, Alamoy? The broad chest bursting forth, those bulging biceps. My captain, this is garment shows you for the god of virility that you are. My only regret is that I cannot quite see under the belt. All in good time, my love. Now do you see? There is more enough man here for no. Unberked is no mere man, for within me rages a beast that will be contained no longer. Is he fucking prancing? Okay, this is funny. Oh my god. Behold, do you know that this bird snow creature is legendary for its stamina and sheer size of manhood? Tell me, ladies, what would you like for Starlight this year? Like, you, my captain, nothing but you. Haha, that's what I thought you'd say. Now that you've gotten over your silly little cat fight, I believe it's time we went on our way. For even as we speak, bandits and brigands would target innocent merchants who travel through the High Bridge. Fear not, ladies, there'll be time enough for pleasure when the battles have been won. Yes, sir. Ah, you thought being the long half was all sweet pleasure and bliss. You'd best think again. Prone to bouts of sibling jealousy, those two, but they're good girls at heart, all the more admirable considering their origins. Stolen from their parents when they were babes, and sold into a trade where no woman deserves to go, my unit found and freed them, but sadly the brass blades are not in the habit of taking in children. Granted their freedom, they made their living on the streets, where many turned to selling their bodies. They honed their smarts and their fighting skills. When they returned to me years later as women grown, strong and beautiful, I swore that I would have them, in my regiment, that is. That they know how to properly sheathe my blade in an extra benefit, albeit a most welcome one. And with that, I must return to my post. Hell yeah. That was an interesting one. Alright. Limsa. It was there, hooray. Hello, you little shit. Now the trust of a diminutive deputy, post-Moogle.
All the realms know the deputy. Most Moogles nothing but confidence in his assistance. I shall entrust you with a letter so important they cross the T twice, Kupo. The letter is from the Maelstrom Sergeant at Camp Overlook. Pirates everywhere. Terribly exciting and terrifically dangerous. I love my R and my mateys as much as the next Moogle, but I have pressing duties elsewhere, Kupo. This Sergeant Swagrail is scarier than most. Why, I used to vanish right into the air whenever she turned her bloodshot eyes my way. Thanks to inspired carers like yourself, I need to do that again, Kupo. You will take the letter to Sergeant Oh So Scary. Are we understood, Kupo?
So, he's just a chicken. Alright.
If it isn't my favorite assistant, Kupo, brace yourself, for today I've tasked you with that will have all of the fair maidens in Gridania green with envy. This letter is addressed to none other than the homunculi. The homunculi. You're familiar with the homunculi, yes? The traveling troupe of troubadours and renowned for stirring the seeds of passion in the realm over. Ever since their recent performance in Gridania, their popularity has gone through the roof, Kupo. Why, I have handled hundreds of fan letters in the past fortnight alone. Kupo. Oh? This particular epistle appears to be from a traitor in Uldal, a matter of business, mayhap. All the more reason they must be delivered in Gridania with haste. You will find the band and its leader, Augustinio, rehearsing for the next performance in the Great Lone Growery.
Alright. Let us go there first, huh? Delivery? Is that what you're calling it now, sweet thing? Oh, a letter, eh? Thanks. Useful things better than Creamer's rum for putting me to sleep. Give it here. No thank you. I've taken up farming. Curse you, matey, and your goddamn letter. Rip it in half and water it with piss. See if there something grows. Farming, he says. Farming, he chooses over the red swallows. God damn him and his shirking violet balls. Now, where are my manners? Left him on land when I went to sea. Come back and the swiving thing hadn't waited for a fortnight before again going off with someone else. I got reasons to take the news hard. Trackle tart. We don't got enough men. Or women, mind ya. Not going to recruit just anybody, though. We've been the meanest, nail-chewingest levy in the whole goddamn maelstrom. No offense at all, but we ain't interested in a sugar skull like the one atop your shoulders. Ma'am, I'll have you know. Just because I am a catboy, indeed. And I'm wearing... And... Just because I am a catboy and I'm short in this game, how dare you? That doesn't mean anything, okay? Alright? I'll have you know, I've fought in many big things bigger than you. How dare you? So out came the paper Nick, and out went them letters to likely roughnecks who are retired from privateering. And not by the way of the scaffold. No, and more no. That was the last but one. As for the last one, the bloodthirsty bitch should have been here long for now. Set out for the mill to bring some lumber to the camp with another salt hound, and they said, sweet face or no, you got land sense, you do. Oi, do us good turn, eh? I'll wager the miniature marauder ran into a spot of trouble out near the floating city. Help him out and I may start feeling grateful-like. Should I even fucking help you with how fucking rude you were? Aw, she's so small. Aw. You took me a kill. You took me kill. You didn't even ask. Now don't be like that, Captain. You were pressed. You know that. I'd say that deserves our thanks at the least. The bloody bastard took me kill. I like being pressed. Sends a tingle up me thighs, it does. If you want to thank the bastard for saving your knickers from a rolling soil, you'll go on and be my swimming guest. I apologize. The captain never been one for social graces. Well, with all the killing and marauding. Thank you kindly from both of us for lending a hand. You have the look of a fine killer, though. Sharing slaughter's not as bad when your shadow's an appetite for carnage. Well, if it's salt ain't sweet. The captain don't usually have a good word for anyone outside our humble crew. Sergeant Swagro sent you? Why, that's another surprise. She's not the sort to watch the clock's hand. But Ratata's your miniature marauder, sure as salt. We hadn't had much truck with time down the mill. Poor mate's mill, abandoned it was. When we salt hounds settled in to make a new life, a ghost town, no adventurer. For old pirates, the only ghosts are out in the open water. And even for the not-so-old pirates like that one. Oh, I know what they call her. Rabid Ratata. Mad dog of the mill. They ain't wrong, but she got nothing but fighting in her blood. Which is why I worry. 'Twas the captain's idea to clean our hands of reaving and start a new life at the mill. Damn it. Now I've gone and put her in one of her moods. Time to haul anchor. We're for Camp Overlook, adventurer. Oh, what am I doing? Just fly. Oi, adventurer. You was a big help back Nimwise. Thank you. Can you believe Sergeant Swigrail offered the captain a berth in the Red Swallows? Now, if only she had the sense to say yes. Oi, you there. Got me lumber, thanks ye. But not me new recruit. Weren't forsaken for farming. That's some swiving comfort. But bugger if I know why she said no. Got her hackles up, that one. My ma always said, every dog needs a little petting, a little treating, a bit of salt beef from the new friend. Might do, might do. How about it, sweet thing? Are you up for talking to her? Where is she? Oh, there she is. You took me kill. I don't like it, but you fought like a salt hound, so you have me ear until I grow tired of ye. Could you join that other lady, please? Huh. You damned adventurers are all alike. More words than sense. Well, if your words you wish to waste them on the Stevedore. He's thrice the patents of all his hounds combined. Not interested, eh? Think well of her if you can. The cabinet's what made her like what we made her, like as not. Her mama got her chest stove and brought in boarding a merchantman. In the next moon, what does her papa do but make a right mess of the steps of some rathskeller, and but a swaddling babe, born on a pirate ship, raised up by pirates, were it no life for a child. I could still see her toddling along the gun deck, or swinging her wee axe with the blunt edge. Didn't stay blunt for long, and never another child to play with. We shouldn't put her ashore for fostering, but we hadn't the heart to. Got nothing but marauding in her veins, eh? We tried to show her how other folk live, draw her out a bit, but before we knew it, she gutted the former captain and taken his place at the fore. I'd be lying if I didn't say part of me feels it'd be good for her to join the Red Swallows, though we'd be heart sore to lose her. She'll have her battles, make boon, companions. She'd be a swallow instead of a dog. As for us, we'll find ourselves a new captain. We always do. You wasn't scared of Rattata the way most are. That's why she liked you. I know it. Can't you talk to her again? You'll find her near the floating city. She likes the air there, and the prey. Alright. That's kind of sweet. Alright. Aw. You again. I could kill you. I can kill most things if I'm in the mood. Not me. Not me. Let me serve it to you straight, like. I don't need 'em red swallows. 'Tis them what needs me is all. I know me men can call me rabid. Does it look like I care a whit and a half? I know I ain't the sick one. Dogs is loyal. I kill for them salt hounds. I kill for me family. I deny kin what Red Swallow kill for. That's sick if you ask me. Maybe I kill for you sometime. That might be right agreeable. Enough words. I'm heading home. You keep the gobble yours clapped. I'll find you dead rat to stuff it with. That's kind of sweet. Despite me trying my best to read all the stuff that's there, that they're trying to have her be in a place that fits more her lifestyle, because she just didn't grow up in a normal lifestyle. It kind of reminds me of, like, people who are vets that end up being, like, owning, like, a shooting range or a gun store, because it's, like, something they have experience with, and, what they're, you know, where they're accustomed to, you know? It's kind of like they don't want to feel like they're holding her down, because she just can't live, like, a easy life, and that's, like, a real thing for a lot of people. Also, she has the stubbornness as well. A good hound keeps his maw shut. You a good hound, venturer? Or a dead one? Mm-hmm. Any luck, adventurer? The cabin hasn't uttered a word since she came back from Nim. She's right there. Let me guess, the dog won't fly, eh? It breaks my heart to see her beclammed like this. A young girl shouldn't be holed up in a hamlet with nothing but axes for company. I suppose she ain't no young girl anymore. Well, we'd best be on our way. Back to poor mate's mill. Give Sergeant Swigrail my apologies. Sweet navigator, no, no, and no. If one swallow don't make a summer, What's a no swallow make? All the work and not one recruit won. Still, if Rattata's there, we won't have to worry none about the mill. Not even a kobold's brain blown enough to take the place when she's about. Not the finest hour for the Red Swallows. Swive 'em, they don't know what they're missing. Mayhap I need to rethink our recruiting standards. 7 hells. Lower them a bit. Try out a few weaklings. Real soily bubs. Might work if I can get the swallows to take it easy on the sweetlings. Maybe train them separate like for a while. Try as I might, I don't see it working. Be like putting tar in a grog, calling it good as. Just going to have to divvy up extra duties. Be patient. What level? 8. We're almost at 10. I'm a better fucking carrier than this Moogle, but I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. My nose, jeez. I took allergy meds and I'm still a mess. Alright, water. God. Let's see, where do we go? I think this is the theater troupe, or the troubadours, if I remember. I am Augustinial, vocalist and leader of the homunculi, a lyrical genius that the likes of which this realm has never seen before. And you, no doubt, are one of my innumerable fans. If you have come seeking my autograph, I ask that you return when our rehearsals are done. I'm here to deliver something, bud. A letter? Don't tell me. You've taken on a second career as a messenger boy, that you might afford tickets to our next performance. Most admirable, friend. Most admirable indeed. I don't know who you are. Has our new contract arrived, perchance? Mayhaps, anon. I am ever so looking forward to sharing our gift of music with the Orisians the realm over. Our ballads and lays shall sweep the land, and a new chapter in the legend of the homunculi will be right. That said, it is a touch bittersweet. It is only through my Senta's patronage that we stand where we are today. Did I hear my name? What might I do for you today, Augustinio? Looking to procure a new garb for your next performance, mayhap? My darling Senta, just the lady we were hoping to see. The homunculi have a most important announcement to make, and I felt you should be the first to know. To put it simply, we're taking our show to the high road. The homunculi have made arrangements for a musical tour that'll span the peaks of Corthus to Thanalan. Why, our long-sought dream, realized at last. I truly could not be happier for you. Needless to say, as your patrons, Black Rabbit Traders will gladly provide you with the funds for the monumentous undertaking. God, my nose. That said, recent events have thinned our coffers some, but worry not. I shall return and meet with my superiors immediately. I can promise you that you'll be able to depart within the next moon. The sentiment is welcome, my darling, but that will not be necessary. A trader from Muldal has promised us all the gil we need. We leave on the morrow. I'm afraid there is another rub. Our new backers desire to be the sole and singular patrons of the homunculi. Our relationship with Black Rabbit Traders has been a mutually beneficial one, but I fear it must come to an end. What? Why do I mispress? What? You cannot mean this. Oh my god, stop. My Senta, my dear, we are forever in your debt for all that you've done for us, and yet you must understand, the gift we would share with the realm is too great to tarry here any longer. Partings is always such a sweet sorrow, and yet the pain would only be greater if we were to linger on. We will treasure the memories we have made forever, but the road calls us onward. Hold up. Try not to make, you know, weird, like, snort noises. As ever, the words flow from your lips like honey. Very well. If this is the choice you have made, who am I to stand in your way? Oh my god, my voice. I only say this. This tour of yours has best be the greatest show of yours you have ever seen. As your first and foremost admirer, I will settle for nothing less. Hold up. Sorry, had to blow my nose. It will be all the more, and you have my word, my dear. Adventurer, I would have a word with you. Meet me beneath the bridge by the Leather Workers Guild, and speak to no one of our conversation. Secret? Thank you for coming, adventurer. Let us delve straight to the matter at hand. You know that I serve as a co-signer of Black Rabbit Traders, yes? It is a profession which is about as glamorous as it sounds, which is to say, not very. There was a time when I entertained the thought of leaving it in search of a more fulfilling line of work. Then one day, I happened upon them. Their music was enchanting, and their tennis's countenance. Oh my god. Even more so. Sorry. But the garb they wore, my dearly departed great-grandmother wouldn't be caught dead in those garish rags. And so I proposed an offer. Black Rabbit Traders would clothe the homunculi in our finest garb and pay a sum sufficient to keep their instruments in good fettle. In return, their performance would serve to promote our wares. It was a relationship that exceeded the wildest expectations of all involved. Gridonians flocked to their performances, and business at Black Rabbit Traders burgeoned. It was a dream come true for us all, a dream I thought would last forever. But I assure you, this is no self-centered grudge. This sudden offer is much troubling. For all our successes, the profits the homunculi have brought us would barely amount to a clink in the coffers of any wealthy old Dawn trader. No, I smell something amiss. I'd ask your expertise in investigating the matter. Walk the markets of Gridonia and listen to the word of the street. Should you hear any shady dealings, return here and share them with me. I was about to say, if they're not making a lot, then I am curious on how they're gonna make a lot with them. Unless they're gonna make them like full advertising. Oh, I thought it was here in Old Doll. Oh no, it was around here. I'm dumb. I thought they were talking about the Old Doll Market. Oh, hold up. Ah, fuck it. Just go to Gridania. Let's see. Get going here. This way, because it was pretty close by. As living warrior right now. Boo hoo. Boo hoo hoo. I might level up Astrologian after this if I'm still in the mood to keep playing. Just because my Astrologian is so low. Any news? Do you take Parsemontrate, master of the markets for a common rumors monger? And to compound the insult, you come bearing not even a single eel pie. Oh, very well, I shall deign to answer. If no reason, then you seem unlike to leave my sight until I do. All the talk about the markets of late has been the attacks of the Black Rabbit supply wagons, as you might have heard for yourself if you had a pair of working ears. With the damage visited by the calamity upon the lands and its natural resources, trade has been slow to recover in Gridania these past 5 years. It's only with the wares brought in by traveling merchants from Uldal that these markets have been able to sustain this level of activity. Oh, boo. Yeah. The only local operation that has been able to bring in steady profit is Black Rabbit traders. What with their purchasing of items from adventurers and Mycenta's recent efforts to employ the band of honey-tongued bards in the publicizing her products. Perhaps they've enjoyed a bit too much success for others' liking. So it seems like their shit's been attacked or targeted. Rumors, you say? Surprised you haven't heard of him yourself. Can't take more than 2 steps these days without hearing another attack on the Black Rabbit supply wagon. I've got my own theories as to the perpetrators, mind you, and they start with a certain Uldon wench who I reckon ain't too happy about their rival's decent success. Evidence? Let's just call it instinct. I wouldn't trust an Uldal in half as far as I would throw one. Whoever could be behind these unpardonable crimes? Or crimes, you say? Why, I speak of the vicious attacks on the Black Rabbit supply wagons, of course. I'm surprised you've not heard. The tales are so terrifying to keep the bravest merchant up at night. My brother, stubborn as he is convinced that the old Dons are pulling the strings. I ever believe we are letting our own prejudices color our views. Take Rishushu for one. While many merchants think only of profit, she has spared no effort studying the Gridanian culture and trade, filing regular reports to Uldon on the transactions made in these markets. As she tells it, she has taken an active role promoting Gridanian's wares in our own homeland across the realm. My brother is entitled to his opinion, but I cannot see how any could question the girl's intentions. Interesting. She may also be reporting, when she reports it, either it could be a chance that other people hear it and they're like... So it's not that they're not making money, it's that they're getting fucked over. It's what it sounds like. So our recent troubles are the talk of the town. Little surprised that, to the rumor monger, this misfortune of others tastes as sweet as honey and mead. I must say the news that Rishushu is monitoring transactions in her market is somewhat concerning. While I have no desire to race to conclusions, I believe the caution is in order. There is more. While presenting herself as an independent merchant, I have reason to believe she procures a sizable portion of her stock through the Barrett Trading Company. Perhaps the name is unfamiliar to you, as the most often heard in connection with all manner of ill rumors, dealings with stolen goods, swindling, unsuspecting customers, and so on and so forth. Under normal circumstances, I'd want nothing to do with this band of thieves, but they set their sights on my honey-tongued homunculi. I simply refuse to turn a blind eye. Fortunately, I have an idea. I prepared a certain document that should pique Rishushu's interest. I would ask you to deliver it to her and keep her distracted. I'll take care of the rest. That distance is super distracting. Okay. How do I get back up? Okay, this way.
My Senta, the only Gridania I've met in my time who understands how to do business. Whatever brings her to... Yes, what can I do for you?
Here's a thing to look at.
A proposition for me, you say? I've been around far too long to fall for empty tales of easy profits and great windfalls, but very well, let us see what she would offer. This is... a page from the Black Rabbit Ledgers, complete with a list of all wares purchased from the adventurers, along with their selling and purchasing prices.
Corrupt Lalafels! Corrupt Lalafels! Corrupt Lalafels!
With this knowledge, I can simply sell the wares that they offer at a discount, and while raising the price on those goods not obtainable elsewhere, simply by following the principles of good trade, I'll be able to make a fortune. My dear Senta, I know not what brings you here today, but I would appear you've come just in time to watch me win over your loyal customers. Your services today will not be forgotten. Come back in fortnight's time and I promise you'll receive your fair share of the profits.
She did that fucking Lalafell laugh. Where, like, she, like, flails her arms all giddily everywhere and laughs up and down like an evil villain.
I cannot thank you enough. With your aid, the first step of my plan has been carried out to perfection. Now, my visitor should be arriving any moment. Yes, thank you. As promised, here's your payment in full. What's that look for, friend? A smart businesswoman knows how to use all of her resources, if you understand what I mean. The fellow who just departed was one of Rishushu's underlings. I asked him to search his mistress' stall for 2 documents. The first one, which my new friend has dutifully delivered, is a contract with the homunculi. As I suspected, Rishushu aims to steal our profits, and seeks to accomplish this first and foremost by luring our exclusive band of bards away from us. The other document I have acquired is a page from the latest report sent by Rishushu to Uldal. Note to red mark along our major trading thoroughfare. Assuming that Rishushu's associates at the Barrett Trading Company are in possession of the same document, I suspect that the next attack on our supply caravan will strike right there in the central shroud, due southwest from the White Wolf Gate. Such brazen acts of banditry cannot be permitted, yes? I beg of you, adventurer, hurry to the wood and give the would-be ambushers, the drubbing they deserve. Should you find any evidence of a connection to those blackguards at Barrett, deliver it to me at once, a place of business at naught. If we do not act quickly, my sweet-tongued, fair-haired beauties will be lost to Gridania forever. You know, I'll give her this. I thought she was just gonna be, like, a woman who did this and, like, you know, happened to go upon successes, but, she's like, listen, this is sketch as fuck, you know? I care about these boys, but they don't know what they're fucking talking about. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. Let's see. We can just go down this way. Yeah.
Let me check something. I got uno messaggio. Alright. Let's see. Oh, they're right here. Or we have to wait right here. One of the two. No, they're right here. Nice. Hey, buddy. The shock took a year or two off my life, I reckon, but apart from that, I'm not worse for wear. I can't thank you enough, friend. Deliver the bill. Yeah, I could just go back. I may have to go to the Wondrous Stories for the Astrologian because I will admit I skimmed through that just to pick it up. That or I could leave it for mañana as our next activity. Because I don't think I'm done with the Moogle quest. I don't think so. I wouldn't think so anyway. It heartened me to know that our man is safe. You have my thanks, adventurer. Pray tell, were you able to find any evidence of a connection to those rogues at Barrett? Here you go. Aha! Just as I suspected. It began as a mere speculation, but I dare say we've built ourselves a most convincing case. Yes, everything has come together. Rishushu's reports on the flow of goods at the markets found their way to those scoundrels at Barrett, who, seizing upon the chance for a quick profit, orchestrated the attacks on our suppliers. The stolen wares were hauled back to Barrett, then sold for a pittance to Rishushu. With the goods now in high demand, she raised her prices, doubtless funneling a portion of the ample profits back to the Barrett coffers. I sent Pivot a rap video and it almost killed him. When doesn't it almost kill him, though? To add insult to injury, they were poised to use these ill-gotten gains, along with the timely troubles of Black Rabbit traders, to lure my precious homunculi away from me. Why, it's a plan so brilliant, I wish I'd come up with it myself. But thanks to you, friend, it's a plan that has now been spectacularly foiled. Augustiniel and others came by just moments ago to say farewell. If we hurry, we can catch them before they depart. You must make for the airship, landing without delay. I have it on good account that Rishushu will be in attendance to see them off. Let us shove the evidence of these twisted dealings in her self-satisfied little face. I can't wait to be part of the drama. Let's go. The more reading into this, the more I feel more inclined to go through main story all again. And just sit down and just take it at my pace. But at the same time, I'm like, isn't it too soon? Then again, it's been years. Like almost 2 years, I think, or more since I've looked at anything from main scenario, so. Come for your share, have you? Pittance friend. Fortunes are not made in a day, or do you have other propositions for me? Here you go, and here you go, and here you go. Well now, what have we? Well, I never! Just whose side are you on anyhow? This adventurer kindly rescued one of our wagons from a band of bloodthirsty brigands. Brigands who just happened to be in possession of a bill you now see. Meanwhile, I have managed to come into the possession of detailed reports of our trading activities, signed in your name, and addressed to Bayrick Trading Company. Quite the coincidence, wouldn't you say? Ladies, please! The bickering ill becomes beautiful features. Rishushu, did you say you would donate a share of your profits to see Black Rabbit traders through their recent plight? Brigands? What nonsense is this? Any report I made to Old Doll were simply in the interest of fostering trade. That my contracts at Bayrick would use them to sell such ill ends is unthinkable. Well, given their reputation, perhaps not so entirely. I suspected as much. Let me guess. You had your misgivings, but couldn't let your conscience get in the way when there were fortunes to be had, so you cast your lot with Bayrick, covering your eyes and ears and hope for the best. Ignorance of your complicity is no excuse, Rishushu. I hear the Wood Whalers and God's Quiver are taking particularly severe measures regarding the sale of stolen and poached goods in light of recent events. A word or two from me, and you'll spend the night in the comfort of a very own gal cell. That said, I might still be persuaded to look the other way, provided we can come with an agreement. My darling, my Senta, speaking as almost a victim of these shady schemes, I dare say Miss Rishushu's deeds should not go unpunished. Then again, one might argue it might be an equal crime to imprison such a comely lass. Sever all ties with the Bayrick Trading Company at once, and promise me you'll never do so much as lay a finger on my precious homunculi again. These are my conditions, and they are not negotiable. Never again! You have my word. Starting on the morrow, every merchant in the markets will vouch that they'll never see a trader as reputable as Rishushu. There's no putting anything past you, my dear. Now is there? Brilliant and beautiful. And now there's a lass worthy of a song. Says he who is ready to bolt for the desert at the call of the highest bidder. Ha! Consider yourself fortunate that, when it comes to business, I can hold my own with anyone in Uldal, or the realm for that matter. With the help of a few good friends, that is. Bold and beautiful, and how could we ever have such much as thought of parting ways? Just so, just so. Why, I've never seen a woman more willing and able to use all the resources at her disposal to overcome any obstacle in her path. Remind me never to end up on your bad side again, my dear. Stick to your songwriting and singing, and leave the financial affairs to me, and I don't foresee us having any more problems. Do we have an understanding? We do. We most certainly do. My Senta, my dear, you are a veritable sheer force of nature. I cannot imagine any who would dare stand in your way. I'll be watching your future performances and our ledgers with great interest. Here's to a profitable relationship for years and years to come. I'm level 9. All right. Hooray for money, yeah? I like these short stories. They've been pretty good. Some tiered up better, some better than others. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Yeah. My favorite so far has to be... Okay, the barkeeps are pretty good. I like the barkeep ones, were pretty good. Some were, I think I have a new appreciation for the tavern, owner in Udall. Just because of how much shit she deals with. And the other ones were pretty sweet, too. How about sweet? The one for the dude with the two ladies was just a bunch of sexual innuendos, which was pretty funny. I like this one, too. I'm trying to think if there's any I wasn't, like, a super big fan of. I mean, some were just kind of meh, but they weren't bad. They're kind of sweet. Where is my sense of direction? It's this way. Okay. Oh, more. Oh, that's our... Dude, that's our fucking hairstylist. Now, here's the kind of enthusiasm... No, hold up. I gotta drink water before I do my Moogle voice.
Now, here's the kind of enthusiasm I like to see. My hard-working assistant, back to hone his skills, and ease his beloved supervisor's burden in the process, Kupo. Well, it just so happens I've just the assignment for you. Do you see this most extravagant envelope in my paw? It contains a missive addressed to none other than one master, Jandalang, the realm-renowned esthetician.
Oh my god. Not my nose again.
Oh, what I would not give to have my whiskers trimmed by those magic scissors, to feel the caress of his fine tooth comb across my fur. But it's near hither no to the Kupo. But where are we? Ah, yes. I need not tell you that the man is very, devoted to his art. Doubtless he would not even think of accepting such a personal correspondence while otherwise occupied with his work. Fortunately, I am told he's been sighted about town of late, enjoying a hard-earned vacation. Seeking inspiration for his newest hairstyles? I cannot say. Only if there is an opportunity to deliver this letter, it is now. Godspeed, my loyal friend, Kupo. I have an assignment for you, Kupo. Fan letters addressed to one of Uldal's preeminent gladiators. The price for the the price of the blood sands, and one and the only friends, the fair. After all you've done on my behalf, I think only fair to reward you just so. So charismatic he is that even a Moogle unacquainted with the games cannot help but swoon when delivering the daily batch, Kupo. Franz is trained for an upcoming match, so you could probably find him at the Gladiators Guild in Uldal, Kupo.
So after castle. Okay. A well-groomed gentleman. What a ravishing lady. Her husband-to-be is quite a fortunate man. Would you not... Your delivery for me? Aw, she has the lightning hair. I fear there must be some mistake. I can assure you that this letter is not intended for me, as it was I who penned it. That said, I suppose 'tis no wonder that I am often mistaken for my brother. we do share a certain family resemblance. Oh, he doesn't have the tattoo. Your brother? Why, now that you mention it, good gods, you two like jade peas in a pod. And wait a moment, I know you too. You're the man who brought about my rebirth. The one who guided me from the shadows of self-doubt to a fashionable new world of assurance and aplomb. To think that the man I first thought some depraved killer would prove to be my savior. And it was you, yes you, who showed me the light. Why, thanks to you two, one of my most eligible bachelors is Olive Limsa now seeks as my hand in marriage. I dare say, milady, that this comes a little surprise. Only a blind man or a fool could fail to recognize your radiant beauty. Well, the charmer you are, but you must understand, it was your brother who brought out the beauty inside me. Should you encounter him in your travels, do pass along my gratitude, Master. You? What does that mean? Point you? But where are my manners? I am a Gil and friend. Gil, oh my god. Gil Fresnay of House, well, you are not like to know of us, but perhaps you do know of House Desmail, with whom we share common ancestry. She said so many times, you. It's a matter related to my house. More precisely, it's a line of succession that has brought me to this nation. Our father, you see, has been stricken with an illness most grave. Though he yet clings to life, his strength wanes with each passing day. In a moon's time, we will need an heir, and there is only one man in the realm who could fill that role. For the past 5 years, I said nothing as my elder brother idled away in his days crafting coffers, but I can remain silent no longer. A duty far greater than the trimming of locks calls Jandeline back to Ishgard, and I shall not leave this realm until he stands at my side. Master Jandeline, of noble birth? He always did have a most dignified air about him. If you are looking for your brother, he mentioned something about heading off to procure a new comb. Only the finest of tools for my wedding day, he said. A comb? The Carpenters Guild is located in the nation of Gridania, is it not? I suspected it is where we will find my brother. We must away at once. I trust that you will see this missive delivered safely to my brother's hands. I have a pressing matter to attend to, but will join you in Gridania as soon as I'm able. Safe travels to you, and good day, milady. Well, the young man certainly dashed off in a hurry. If you've a mind to deliver that letter to his brother, you best make for the Carpenters Guild, and quickly. It's from here. Okay. Oh. Did we miss him? Looking for a Jetaline, are you? As I just told his brother, the man conducted his business, then went on his way. Ugh! How could my brother so flippantly forsake duty and family? It makes not a whit of sense. Perhaps not to you. It would seem you have thoroughly convinced yourself that Jetaline is one best suited for this duty. You would ask of him. You would suggest he is not? I'll not stand by while you besmirch my brother's good name. While it is true that the recent days he's little more than a glorified beard trimmer, I saw Jetaline serve as our father's right hand since he was scarcely a man grown. He was a very paragon of duty and honor, an example to all around him. Maybe, bro. Maybe your brother is happier doing what he does now. Oh, there's I look over and I'm like, orange name, who's there? And off in the distance, right there, there he is. There's Riku. Oh my god. Well, it is true that in recent days he's little more than a glorified beard trimmer. I saw Jedeline serve as our father's right hand. Okay, yeah, we already talked about that. Calm yourself, boy. I hold your brother in the highest esteem. It's precisely for the reason that I speak as I do. Allow me to tell you a tale. It's like Riku's waiting for me to be done with this already. Once upon a time, there lived a young carpenter. He was possessed of some talent and great zeal for his craft, and his master were convinced that a boy would come to great things in the guild. But the road to success is fraught with many perils. After suffering the loss of a close friend, the youth began to lose his way. Racked with despair, he let both mind and body go to waste. His close-cropped coif grew to rampant snarl and obstructing his field of vision, and getting tangled in his hands as he wielded his hammer. His work suffered, and his master began to ask if he could not consider another profession. One day, as he shambled to the workshop, he was ambushed by a strange man wielding twin blades. Before he could even realize what was happening, his tangled locks lay on the ground in a scattered heap. In that moment, he came to a realization. Thanking the man for his services, he returned to his workshop as if by magic. The youth wielded his tools with newfound focus and confidence. Works of surpassing quality emerged from his hands, and he reclaimed his status as the guild's rising star. Today, he stands before you as a timber master, wearing his hair in the same fashion he did the day of his birth. Plant a sapling in the 12's wood, and one day it shall grow into a mighty oak. Plant it on a snowy crag in the Courthis, and it's not likely to survive the first winter. If you would seek out your brother, pray consider those words. You'll find him at the Alchemist Guild in Uldal. Thank you, my good man. While I cannot say the moral of the tale is immediately clear to me, I would take some time to ponder your words on my journey. Fare thee well. He did not process anything of what was said. Like a sturdy cedar, grows strong and true, that boy, but allow cedar to dry over much. It is quick to splinter and shatter. You seek Jandeline too, yes? Pray watch over this brother of his. I trust this journey will take him farther than he can even imagine, and send my regards to Severine. There we go. Alright, gotta go to Uldal. But yeah, it seems like he's undervaluing what his brother contributes to other people. But not surprising. Alright, over here. Oh, missed out again. You, too, came here to search for Jandeline. Jandeline, I think. Jandeline. Do I look like the man's mother? He had business here, and that business is now done. He has moved on, and I suggest the two of you do the same. I need not tell you that I'm a busy man. How many times must I repeat myself? Simply tell me where my brother has gone, and I'll be glad to leave you to your dabblings and tinkerings. Bah, I beg of you, friend, talk some sense into this man. Surely in your capacity as the post-Moogle assistant, your words carry some authority. The order could come from the Sultana herself, and I would say nothing. Sending a man of such rare genius off to some musty, dreary Ishgardian manse? Why, the mere thought makes my blood boil. If you care so much for your family, go defend it yourself. With that I could, but I fear I am not, and never have been, my brother's equal. Yes, any halfway could see that. Jandalane is possessed of both brilliant mind and insatiable curiosity, a combination I have rarely seen in any but myself. You, on the other hand, are about as sharp as a sack of rocks, half as interesting. If there's anyone befitting being bound by the stuffy traditions of your homeland, I dare say it's you. Damn. But wait, yes, is of course. I take back everything I said earlier. By all means, go seek your brother. Indeed, I urge you to do so with all haste. Dandelion set off for the Adventurers Guild in Limsa Laminsa. Make your way there at once, lest I pour some acid down your trousers to speed you on your way. I don't know what you led to the change of heart, my good man, and yet I thank you to seeing reasoning. Good day. Did you, like, misguide him or something? The boy is a fool, but he is an amusing fool, which I must say is the best kind. You gave him wrong instructions. And you, what are you still doing here? If you're not after Jandalane yourself, off to Limsa with you. I suspect there will be quite a show, and you'll not want to be late. And we're back at Limsa. Alright. There they are. If you're curious what the difference is between these two, this is him. And this is him. I guess he's taller than him. I didn't even realize that. I love the pose. Let me see. What is he wearing? And comb. There it is. Alright. I've traveled long and far, and I finally found you. Do you hear me, brother? Father needs our help, and none save you can follow his proud footsteps. A letter from me. As you can see, I am somewhat occupied at the moment. But for you, darling, anything. Here's your letter. Remarkable, friend. To travel the realm thrice over to deliver my missive to my brother. You are a true exemplar to messengers everywhere. Well spoken, brother of mine. I have found myself quite taken with this adventure as well, as if we share a mind. If you feel this way, brother, then why don't you resist your calling? Father needs you. I need you. How long do you intend to persist in this folly? When do you become such a dreadful bore, dear brother? Have the chill winds of our homeland frozen the heart of that once beat inside you? I'm simply answering the call of family and duty, a call that I ask you to heed as well. You are the eldest son. None save you can carry the family line. In these 5 years, the child I knew has grown into a man, and yet there is an unsightliness about you, this meekness, this timidity does not befit you. My hands tingle in disgust. But, brother? What is this you say? Just as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon! No! Hair extensions woven from the tail of a jet-black eastern steed. A mustache plucked from the mighty behemoth's mane. Tell me, brother, how do you feel? As if the shadows of self-doubt have been purged from my soul, cast away by the light of a singular and waving confidence. Where once stood a faltering child, now stands a man brave and bold. Who knew the long locks of facial hair could be so empowering? It's as if I've died and been born anew. Just so, brother. You were always meant to follow in father's footsteps, just as I was to peruse this path of my own. I have simply brought out the man that was always inside you. A most happy name day to a brother reborn. To the words of Master Beaton and Severin, it all seems so clear now. Good gods, how could I have been so blind? Forgive me for making the mock of your art, brother. The people of this realm need you. That much is clear. Worry not for father or for our lands. Yes, I shall return to Ishgard and do our family proud. For all those years that I looked to my brother with admiration, I never truly comprehended his greatness until this day. For this, I have to thank, friend, till our paths cross again. Well, your face, I guess, now reflects you, so... Level 10! Alright. Cool doll. Dun, dun, dun. Aw, cats are sleepy. Alright, Gladiators Guild, yeah. And what? Ah, my nose. And what can I? And what can I do for you this most beauteous morning? Shall I sign your flyer with my mark, perhaps? Here's your package. Cease the transaction this instant. My provisional postman. I'll not permit you to endanger the well-being of my prize gladiator. Ever the Lenista or Bubudoga. Lately, he's been more likely an overly concerned father, though. No. Here, take it. With ample cause, every day brings us more disconcerting missives from disgruntled fans and dishonored opponents, with ever more elaborate threats. Ha! I fear not jealousy and envy from my enemies. Will them words leap from the parchment and do Franz harm? What in the seven hells is that horrid stench? The foul fruit of poisonous intent, a moral seedling concealed within the letters. Pray hold your breath while I dispose of the creature. Get the fuck out of here. The wages of fame and fortune, mayhap, Franz cannot help but attract the adoration of misguided souls who covet his name, embodying soul. Melodrama does not become you, my dear. A doe-eyed maiden's affections are no match for an opponent's blade, and both have yet to leave a mark. Ain't the woman folk you need to fear, pretty boy, but the husbands and the sellswords they hire to get you in your sleep. Hells, for enough gil, I'd take the job myself. His mutinous phrasing notwithstanding, long-luster disguise, suppositions are closest to mine own. The language of past letters is most telling. You're all face, pretty boy. Stay out of the Colosseum. If you step onto the blood sands again, I'll rip your head off, and, well, I need to continue. Suffice to say, other gladiators whom I deem to be the most likely culprits. If so, then these fine upstanding gentlemen and women are more than welcome to seek recompense in the Colosseum. Anyway, I've heard enough. I must clear my head before the match. Pretty boy's got the right idea there. Think I'll have a drink before we go to work. No.
Come now. You have to admit that was awfully suspicious. Are you sure Lang ain't behind the threats? He's obviously jealous of Fran's popularity. I will not attempt to speak to his feelings. That said... Oh my god. Hold up. Langloiser, I'm just gonna say Langloiser, and his brethren committed many terrible crimes in the Black Shroud. He may have since paid his dues, but how far can we trust a man such as he? After running afoul of the Brass Blade some time ago, Langloiser was declared a Noxious. I was fortunate enough to witness an early performance, during which his glorious potential became apparent to me. Hence I saw him properly armed and given into my care, where he flourished, like all my charges, and earned enough to purchase his freedom. In any case, I firmly believe these letters are the work of others. Moreover, I'm certain that these cretins will make further attempts to harass Franz, or worse, which is why I would engage your services, good postman, to ensure his safety. I should not be surprised if our enemies attempt to masquerade as devout fans in order to gain access to Franz. Therefore, I would have you investigate our fans surreptitiously to see if any are behaving suspiciously. Post these placards on the walls of the Colosseum and distribute these flyers to fans on the steps of Nald. If you notice aught out of the ordinary, pray inform me, and we shall discuss our next move. Interesting. Would you look at that, boys? A new Franz the Fair placard. Core, look at the beauties they drew cheering him on. He's swiving your wife. Swimming your wife. He's swimming your wife. Franz the Fair is swimming your wife. Nice. Is that the new Franz the Fair placard? Calm yourself, fool. When the time is right, we shall remove it from the wall and add it to the collection. Wait, what is a sensation? Is someone watching us? Not us. We are of no concern to anyone. It is the placard they want, like we do. Ooh. What to get for a man who has everything? Oh, is that a Franz the Flyer in your hand? I must have it. Here you go. Look at the way the artist captured his trademark grin. How he glares at his opponent with disdain. I cannot wait to see this vision become reality in the arena, wielding his... Oh, that should be a splendid. I shall send him the finest sword money can buy. She doesn't have a fanatic thing on her thing. More than a few gladiators take after Franz the Fair, like this fellow here. Of course, there's no substitute for the real thing. Oh my, I had no idea Franz was fighting so soon. I was so taken with this imitation that I nearly missed the genuine article. What to wear, what to wear. I must prepare the perfect ensemble to catch his eye and seduce him from. Ah, did you feel that? I just had this strange sensation that someone was staring daggers at us. Well, this dude has a bunch of simps, but I'm gonna be honest. He's not that hot. It's more attractive people. Hello. The
Tell me, did you notice on a miss, aside from the usual shenanigans preceding a Coliseum match, that is? Yeah. I see. Well, it happens that I sorted through the remainder of Franz's mail and found a score of new threatening letters. I had no choice but to inform Silent Moss and Ilinbo, who were so overwhelmed with concern that they took the streets in search of their companion. While we await their return, I would have you continue your covert surveillance of the Coliseum by consorting with our more prestigious guest as my representative. You may begin with Lady Genevieve. Extend to her the warmest welcome on my behalf, but remain ever vigilant to your surroundings.
Welcome. Save your pleasantries for another time. My beloved Franz shall walk upon the blood sands soon, and I would not miss his triumphant return for the world.
Arg!
That voice just now, from the steps of Nald. Some misfortune must have befallen the low-bred Mikote. It's past time, I say. She is not fit to fight alongside my friends.
So, did you do something to her? Women be wilding.
Ugh, I'm fine. One of the bastard's partners must have cracked me on the head from behind. I still can't see straight, but I saw well enough. Franz was walking towards the Emerald Avenue and Lang was following him at a distance. How could he, after everything that Franz and Bubadoga did for him? Even Mumuepo can't fight his way out of a sentence. If it wasn't for Franz, Lang would have died at Noxious. Is that what will happen if he's fool enough to kill Franz? But you won't let him, will ya?
Alright. We're getting there.
What in the Seven Hills are you babbering about? Kill Franz? Did the girl take a tumbling and bash her noggin? We were wrong, postman. Lungloiser was tracking the gladiators hunting Franz. It would seem he's been keeping watch over the boy since the moment he left the guild. Pretty boy's got talent, but he's raw. Knows how to deal with enemies he can see, but has an inkling how to deal with those he can't. So I made a habit of following him from time to time. Of course, he's a slippery one and often gets away. Credit for this particular failure goes not to Franz, though. The gladiators noticed our presence, and we were unprepared, and there were too many innocents. Sod it, and I ain't making excuses. Alls I want to do is keep him safe. I owe him that much. Gil, ale, women, tain't not compared to freedom. A man, what helps you win that is a man you owe for life. Oi, postman, you're the only one still standing. Help old Horzen keep his honor and go after the pretty boy. Him and the others went out the gate of Nald. They wore masks and fought with the fury of Coliseum gladiators. We'll need time to recover. More than me body, me pride's in a bad way. Let's see. So they're out here.
There we go. Huh. Oh. Oh. Hey there, buddy. So unbeauteous, how all my friends have suffered for my sake. But you, God, good postman, you're magnificent in battle, beauteous even. More so than me, to be sure. How did you even become such as you are? I must know. My fans, they cheer for me, they believe me beautiful, yet, in truth, I could never live up to their expectations if put to a true test. Long have I suspected that the Syndicate conspires to have my party face lesser opponents to ensure our victory. So when I learned of the gladiators' threats, I was overjoyed. I stoked the fires of their jealousy to invite an attack. Long had I craved a true challenge, and soon I would have it. 'Twas to be my quest alone. None were to be involved, much less hurt. Alas, out of fear for my safety, all have suffered on my account. Is he cold? Nah, he's fine. It's hot in Udall. Bugger me, if you want a beating, all you have to do was ask. Hells, I have a mind to give him one anyway. There's been no more moping or sneaking about, is that clear? The crisis of confidence is hardly warranted, Franz. You're a formidable gladiator, not to mention the soul of this team. Goddamn right, we weren't trying to protect you because we thought you were weak. We were doing it because that's what your mates are supposed to do. You hearing all this, Prince of the Blood Sands, the pride of Udall, the suave southern dandy? Quit contemplating your navel and accept that you're pretty damn good at the gladiator business. Yeah, I am pretty good. Damn good, aren't I? Beauteous even. I don't know what came over me. And with that, I believe it's time for your beauteous return to the shores of Gladiatoriana. I'll fight for this match solo. The others are in no condition to participate. And just like that, he regresses to attempt to shoulder the burden by himself once more. Lest you forget, I'm also pretty good at this conjury business. And those weaklings in the Coliseum don't stand a chance against us, even as we are now. Let's just earn our pay and get back to the training grounds. Try not to be too efficient. Remember that it is not about if you win, but how you win. The style, the improvisation. Give the crowd something to remember. Then you may return to Halatali. Not to Halatali, yeah. Say, you should come and join us afterwards, Postman. I would love nothing more than to pit my beauty skills against yours. It'd be done. Hey, Halatali ain't as glamorous as the Blood Sands, but I guarantee you'll have a grand old time. Level 11. Yeah. I wonder how much more there is. Hold up. Oh my god, all those quests were just... Were all those quests just, one patch? That's wild. I think all those quests were just one patch. What am I doing? It's all across the other way. Where'd he go? Where the fuck is the Moogle? What the fuck? What the fuck? Let me check my inventory real quick. Just discard it. Ugh. What do I do? Where the fuck is this Moogle? Let me make sure I've done all these quests. Yes. I have to do... Okay. I guess we have more to the Moogle quest to do. Before we can do the other part, we have to do 2 other quests, apparently. So, give me a second. Gotta go to the Central Shroud. You know, we are doing a Moogle quest, so actually, before we even continue, shouldn't we, like, dress up? Hold up. The one that's best to do that for is using Scholar, but I'm not in proper Scholar attire, so... Give me a second. We gotta go to a market board. Well... You know what, just, let's finish this, and then we'll, put on the right fit before we, go. Or I'll make sure to do it before, next time. But, yeah, let's see. Where does it say we gotta go? Hold on. I've been getting a lot of spam risks lately on my phone. 1618. That's one, I think. And the other is... They're like right next to each other. Alright. We're heading that way. But yeah, you know what? Let actually change our mount. Let me actually change it to put it here. Because we are doing Moogle deliveries. Let's also change our mount's fit. So let's go to companion. I had him in the cat hoodie and stuff, but we're currently doing the Moogle Delivery quest, so we gotta have him dressed up for the job. There we go. And then I'll just change it here as well for now. And then I'll play, Scholar or something. Or when we do it, because I know Scholar has some nerdy shit we can use for that. Alright. Let's go. So, let me see what it says here. So I've done the last of the proper Moogle delivery stuff, but it requires me to do 2 quests that I have to do prior. Okay. So I have to do her quest line until it finishes at doing dirty work. Okay. Who knew that there are so many steps? Let's just accept it for now. You have the honor of addressing me, Marchette, realm-renowned naturalist and esteemed authoress of the New Eorzean Geographic, the single most comprehensive collection of knowledge of our realm has ever seen, or ever will see. You've not heard of the Geographic? Why, of course you haven't. It hasn't been published yet, and it never will be if my assistant keeps dawdling around instead of doing their job, so hop to it. Of course I'm talking to you. Do you see anyone else here? Now, for the 70,000th time, 5 tactical caps, and be quick with them. Oh, why? Why did I ever decide to become a scholar? An adventurer's life would have afforded me more solitude. Alright. Done. Have you brought me my toadstool caps? Each moment you dally deprives the realm of my prodigious knowledge. Here's your caps. Yes, yes, hand it over now. But of course, it's just as I theorized. The spore density of the toadstools is exponentially greater than that of samples taken from before the calamity. Clearly, they've evolved as such in order to adapt to an increasingly harsh environment. And with this, another entry to the New Eorzean Geographic is complete. Who are you again? Research Assistant 6. Yes, I'm speaking to you. Research Assistant 6. That is the title I have deigned to bestow upon you after your humble contribution to my latest scientific breakthrough. Mind you, now that you are officially my Slayer Research Assistant, there will be no slacking off. I require a living lightning spark. Here's a jar. Now hurry. I haven't all day. Okay. Okay. So... How do I stop them from automatically killing them. I'm just gonna... She gave us a jar, right? Alright, I don't know. Alright. I'm just gonna switch over to Astro and make my life easier. Seriously? No way! Alright, what's my attack ability? I have to have one. Yeah. There we go. I have to get rid of them just so I can do this mission so I don't instantly kill the lightning spark. There we go. Jesus Christ. What level is this? 29? Sure, why not? Fuck it. Here you go. Ooh, aren't you a little cute one? Just think of all the fun I can have with you. Next assistant who dares shirk his duties is in for quite a shock. Now, where was I? Oh yes, toadstools. If my theories are correct, sending a shock through the toadstools will trigger a sense of danger, causing them to reproduce with an unheard of speed. Truly, my genius knows no bounds. To think the discoveries I could make if I had but a single competent assistant. You! Assistant 7, or was it 4? Oh, whoever you are, begone from my sight and let me concentrate for once. I swear to you, the woman is a fiend, a monster, a greater danger to the realm than all the beast tribes put together. A greater, yeah. Son than some. No sooner did I return with the 300 hornet stingers she requested that she sends me off to conduct a water survey at Hope Speed Pond. In my condition, I'm sure I'm like to fall in a face first and drown. Oh, friend, I'm too young to die. Please say you'll help me. You must. Alright, switching to cheapness. And I'll just pick up whatever the hell she's got also. Yeah. Research Assistant 873, you're late. I'm conducting an experiment of the utmost importance to determine the source of the distinctive stink of a storper's breath. Require one freshly extracted storper stomach. The stench is said to be strong enough to knock out a man, so I shall provide you with a bottle of Margaret's Breath Begone. I know not of what you have been eating lately, but you may want to take a dose of it yourself. Oh, and do not try to get killed, will you? Funeral rites for incompetent assistants are eating away an inordinate share of my research budget these days. Alright, so you're, like, awful. Understood. Yeah, if they try to bother me, it's their funeral. Alright. I've been getting so many spam calls today. Alright. I'll just switch to Astro just to get the EXP. I don't want to be a research assistant 7, 12, or 43. I just want to go home. Huh? Praise the gods you're back. Were you able to complete the survey? Here you go. 1, 2, 3 samples from Seed Pond. Wonderful. I cannot thank you enough. Though I cannot help but ponder what other back-breaking tasks might be in my future. Pluck the wisdom teeth of a gaboo. Procure a leaf from a train's head. The gods only know. Grandfather, grandmother, can you hear me up there? Your dear grandson shall be joining you all too soon. I'll just take this, or, yeah. I guess I now have a ring. Assistant, whatever your number was, I haven't all week. You best have the stropper stomach I requested, or I believe I shall use your own innards as a substitute. Here we go. Yes, yes. Just hand it over, will you? And the dissection reveals, exactly as I surmised, with the proliferation of poisonous toadstools in the years since the calamity, the stropper's diet has undergone dramatic change. The reaction of the toadstools with the stropper's stomach acids result in noxious gases emitted from the mouth of the foul beast. And with the groundbreaking discovery, I believe I owe my prodigious mind a well-deserved respite. You, on the other hand, Research Assistant 6, have heard nothing of the sort. Get out of there and hone your skills, that you might actually make yourself half useful the next time I call upon you. Alright, and now let's teleport to Limsa and see if we unlocked it. And if we did, that will be stream. Oh, there he is. Alright. Just gonna stand right next to him. It's right here. Yeah, pose with this bastard. Alright. Well, we've done a lot. Basically, I thought that we would be able to get through all of the Moogle quests, but it turns out that was just one patch worth of Moogle Delivery quests. Hey, look at the wiki. Yeah, the other ones are not nearly as long. Let me check to make sure if there's any other things. Nope, that just requires a delivery quest line. Okay. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else that has the same prerequisites. Nope. And anything that does, we've already done it. So, that will be it for now. Thank you for coming. I will set up the thing tomorrow. We will continue the rest of the Moogle questline. Hopefully, we will be able to finish it, and I will have a fit ready for delivery and see what I could come up with. Thank you for coming, and I will see you, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll see you Thursday. Bye-bye.